I love my country of Australia, but lately I haven't been able to really recognize it, to be honest. Like the amount of things that I have been seeing, to me, it shows that Australia has been lost. Australia is on a very, very dark trajectory. And look, there are beautiful things still to be found about this wonderful country. And I still think that it's a lucky country. I still think that we have an opportunity to take it back. But I do think that Australia has been taken over. I do think that the corrupt powers that have been voted in, not by me, because I didn't vote for the damn people, but they've been voted in by the majority of Australians not really knowing who they're voting in because they haven't really done much research. But that aside, the corrupt individuals have allowed far too many people into this country that don't espouse the Australian way of life. They don't assimilate into being truly what it means, like Australian. I've grown up here my entire life, and the more that I see the level of crimes take place, the more it starts to worry me. I mean, even in May, I was almost attacked by a group of 6 men. That was scary, no doubt about it. But even recently, I've started to notice that in Queensland, yes, they've got the adult time, adult crime, adult time, that sort of thing. But crime has increased. It's just rapidly sweeping across Australia, especially in Queensland. They're not doing much about it. Police are kind of helpless because they arrest somebody if it's a young person. The crime wave amongst young people, amongst youth, is nuts. And police are sort of like, well, what's the point in actually arresting them because they're just going to get let out again? It's horrendous. Even recently, like I can't even work out in peace because you're on edge. The stuff that I've seen the last couple of days, like not too far away from my place, is the druggies. There were a group of young people causing a great deal of havoc. Like, that's not my Australia, man. It's not the Australia that I remember, at least. Australia that I remember, you could actually go over to your neighbor's house. You could leave your doors unlocked, all that sort of stuff. Now it's like you've got to be bloody Fort Knox. Where am I going with this? In Melbourne. Melbourne is unfortunately one of the worst states in Australia at the moment. Melbourne is like literally being destroyed right before our very eyes, a lot faster than the other states, I'll have you know. Australia has let in far too many Muslims. Just letting that out. We've let in far too many Muslims that go around and do not care about the Australian way of life. And as a result, they seem to think that crime is the only way to solve problems that they've got for themselves. And recently in Melbourne, at a shopping centre in Melbourne's northwest, and by the way, Melbourne's a huge place, okay? But I've just been noticing time and time again, one after the other, knife attack, gun attack, whatever attack it is, there's an attack. And this particular instance, Australians are fed up. They've had enough. This guy was yelling, Allah, you know what, after stabbing some poor guy in the neck. Enough is enough. Here is the news report.
First to breaking news, and a man has been stabbed in a terrifying attack at a busy shopping centre in Melbourne's northwest. Blake Johnson joins us now from Moonee Ponds, and Blake, it's a crime scene there tonight.
Verbal argument quickly became physical and violent outside Moonee Ponds Central. Witnesses have told us 2 men were yelling at each other outside the shopping centre. One has pulled out a knife and stabbed the other in the neck. 4 or 5 members of the public have quickly jumped on the attacker, pinning him to the ground in a citizen's arrest until police came. They didn't take long. Witnesses tell us they were here undercover police in less than 5 minutes. The attacker yelling as he was pinned to the ground.
When I saw the guy get pinned down by the other people, he just started yelling Allahu Akbar over and over again, like he just wouldn't stop. So I think that was in response to getting tackled. It was scary. Like you don't normally see this stuff happen in Moonee Ponds, so it was pretty confronting.
It's not clear if the two men knew each other. Police say that the victim's injuries are minor, despite the amount of blood we've seen in some of the videos from witnesses. The victim was taken to hospital. The attacker is tonight in police custody. Peter?
It's happened in Moonee Ponds, Melbourne's northwest. You don't really see that kind of stuff, according to the witness. You don't really see that kind of stuff happen in Moonee Ponds, and it would be a massive, stark reality. I went to the Gold Coast last weekend, I believe it was, not the weekend that just passed, but the one previous. And to be honest, I was walking through Surfers Paradise, and Surfers Paradise, man, used to be like a beautiful, and it still is in many ways, but I was shocked by what I was seeing. It has been taken over, literally taken over by homeless people. Like, that is sad to see. It gives the Gold Coast a really bad reputation, and crime in the Gold Coast has also increased too. But Australia used to be like communities, you know, you used to feel safe, but you don't really feel safe anymore, do you? Not only do we have a homeless problem, which in Australia you shouldn't have homeless people, but you know why? Because houses are being given to immigrants. I don't know if you guys saw that it's Jacinda Ardern. I don't know if you guys saw the Premier of Jacinta Allen, I think her name is, the Premier of Melbourne. She was giving a house away to a Muslim woman and acting all proud about it too. Here you go. Meanwhile, Melbourne is in the toilet. Homelessness is on the rise. And I'm going, why? Drugs are a huge problem here in Australia now too, especially amongst the homeless. Crime is up. And you have this incident occurring. A Muslim man stabs an innocent man after an altercation and then starts yelling and screaming Allah Akbar. Like, that's usually the last thing that people hear, man. Like, if we don't start waking up, Australia is no longer going to be Australia anymore. It's going to be a crime-ridden utopia for not only the immigrants that come here and we let them in. I don't let them in. But unless you are willing to come here and to actually assimilate and work hard and be an Australian, espouse all the Australian values, then get the hell out. Don't want you here. And what's the bet that this guy stabbed the other innocent man? What's the bet that he's an immigrant too? We've got a very sick culture on our hands. Very sick. And I'm sick and tired of nothing being done about it. Oh, but Jay, it is being done. Things are starting to happen. Right. What? Because if things were happening, we wouldn't be seeing more of this, would we? Crime would be down. People would actually start feeling safe again. Anyway, that's enough from me, but you guys take care, be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.